Good morning. Tom Thiersch, Jefferson County. Actually, that's interesting. I wanted to speak the same thing that Joe was just referring to with respect to the no shooting area committee meeting that took place last Thursday. I was also at that meeting. And there was a great deal of confusion introduced into that proceeding by the decision that the commissioners had made, that you commissioners had made preceding Monday to expand the proposed no shooting area down toward to include the UGA and so forth. In fact, they spent at least a half hour of the 2-hour meeting discussing what to do about that, and they entertained comments from the public. Both Joe and myself addressed them regarding this. I pointed out that the ordinance, as it's currently written, requires that committee to include in their consideration instructions given to them by the Board of Commissioners, which is what you guys did on that Monday. And then they said, yeah, but it's going to throw off our schedule, and we've decided on this many meetings and so on and so forth. And they went back and forth and back and forth. And in the end, they voted, that committee voted to separately consider the existing Chimkin Creek petition and your request to expand that petition area, to consider those as separate topics and separate issues, rather than following your instructions to expand the Chimkin Creek area as one considered matter. And I find that troubling that the committee voted to disregard the law, voted, and I have a quote that I can show you, I have a recording of it, you can listen to it yourself, where they actually said that they're going to disregard your instructions. And I find that troubling and actually unacceptable. And I think perhaps a public statement from that committee, from the head of that committee, would be in order to clarify what they're going to do. Perhaps you might want to bring them in for a little question. Something other than a private conversation. Seems to be in order, considering that they took this action in violation of the ordinance, that they took that action in public. And that again, is troubling. So I would suggest that you look into it. I believe that the public's interests and the law are really not being followed here. For what it's worth. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug.